Well, it's not packed today, but that's okay. Man, I think we just get to work. I find this all like really familiar though. You know, like I've been here before. Like there's moments where I'm in this kind of fallout where I'm like, you know, even the theater seems too familiar to my brain, you know? Yeah. Yeah, no, I've seen this alley before. Damn, where? Where was I? I remember. Hmm. Yeah, but see, this I don't remember. The town was not this far away. Anyways, ladies and gents, the farm, 150. Don't know if that's feet. Don't know if that's nautical miles. Don't know if that's air travel time. I don't know. What is up, everybody? Ladies and gents, lasses and lads, welcome back to the TV show. Welcome back to Lord Peppa Gaming. We'll go ahead and turn down the music here for a moment. We are going to be playing, well, you already know, right? I guess if you clicked on the video, Fallout 3. But oh my, oh Lord. Oh Lord Peppa, you know? I'm a lot of the visuals around me, right? I don't know how to describe it. I'm not sure if I'm quite breaking the fourth wall, quite talking to the directors themselves, quite talking away from the audience, me. But all of it, all of the moments on this TV show, they feel really familiar. Like I've been doing them for a long time, like I've been doing it before. You know? I can't quite put a finger on it. You know, maybe it's not important. Load times, pretty much not there. Report to Elder Lions at the Citadel right away. I think we just blew up. We just blew up that base. Oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta. I forgot about you.
Something troubling you, my friend?
Yeah, you're taking all my kills. Care to join me? I would appreciate it. I have to go now. I'm not even going to have him come with. Where are we on the map right now? Raven Rock, all the way north. We have to go all the way to where? The Citadel. Gotta wait through the night. We can't game at night anymore. Not in this economy. Not in this world that we're a part of. I think one of my favorite things about this game is just like they don't care if you just hold a gun in front of them when you talk to them. There's some games where they have you put your weapon away before you can talk to people. This was kind of like before that innovation, and that was a really dumb innovation in my brain.
All I'm saying
Okay.
is, the longer we sit here, the more time they have to shore up their defenses.
I jumped right into a cutscene. Can't move.
We barely have the manpower to keep the Citadel fortified. We've been over this before, Sarah.
So we just wait until they decide we're next on the list?
Mm-hmm.
If Pride goes in now,
Yep.
we might have a chance.
And if you fail, then what? The risk is not worth the reward.
I agree. Without the GECK, the purifier is useless.
What up? Thank you for first time chatter over here on Twitch.
You don't have to
Go ahead and click that follow button. We're on the road to 50 over there, I think. I don't know.
Yes, Father.
So, you're back. We had feared both you and the GECK were lost. Were you successful?
Oh, yes. Well, sort of. I found the GECK.
Excellent. With that, we hold the key to keeping the Enclave from controlling the purifier.
Well, not quite that simple, huh? I don't have the GECK anymore. The Enclave took the GECK and they're taking it. They're installing it right now.
If you have any other information, tell me now before we mobilize. Any help you can give might save lives.
Hey man, love your stuff sometimes. I see you on YouTube. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we just got over to Twitch. So thank you for joining over there too. I know yeah, I have not been as consistent over on like the daily content over there. I've been kind of taking a break on that side. Kind of getting prepared, I guess, to go live over on multiple platforms. So I know that'll probably come back pretty soon here. Eden wanted me to sabotage the project with some kind of virus.
And where is this virus now?
I have it here. Take it.
Thank you. I'll see to it that it's disposed of properly once the scribes have had time to analyze it.
I do appreciate the follow over on Twitch, and I appreciate jumping in for the first time, chatting too while we're live.
An attack may be necessary now.
If the Enclave has the GECK, there's nothing stopping.
I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're doing something the same as everybody else." It's like, nah, we're doing something a little different, a little bit unique. I don't know, not as entertaining maybe, but fun for me.
We can win this.
All right, Sarah. The Pride goes in. But I want them to have some extra firepower. Rothschild, is it ready?
What? No, I mean, Lee and I have solved the power problems, but we've only barely finished diagnostic tests.
Forgot what they were talking about for a minute.
Ready for field tests, let alone live fire situations. The weapons haven't been calibrated, the navigation...
Oh, we'll calibrate them.
Rothschild,
we'll get it online.
Make it work.
Honestly,
we can make it happen.
I don't know. I think we can scrape by, and I suppose if we can't, it won't matter in the long run anyway.
Then it's decided. Sarah, you take the Pride and use the robot as support. Take our friend here and secure that purifier.
We're taking the robot too. Oh, I forgot about that.
Before we get started, I wanted to let you know that my father and I have been talking. The Pride and I have decided that after all you've survived, you've done enough to be an honorary member of Lion's Pride. So congratulations. Membership comes with some privileges, including our power armor.
Yep.
You want the full suit or the recon armor?
Oh, we'll take the full... Take the
Sure
power
thing.
armor.
Hopefully, it'll give you a bit of an extra edge.
I don't know. Of course I can. Okay, yeah. I'm all ready.
Okay.
I'm not all ready. I'm over encumbered. Hold up.
The Pride is on me.
Hold up, I'm not ready. I'm over encumbered.
Into the facility with those energy fields up. Rothschild and Lee say this robot should be able to take down the energy field.
You know, I think we are just gonna like jump into kind of the last area of the game. Like I don't really remember like how far in the game we are at this point.
We'll use the robot to keep them occupied while we get
the thing is, we could probably like finish the main storyline today in the next like hour and a half.
And we'll meet in the Bailey. When we're done with this, everyone.
But I don't remember. I don't remember if that's where it ends.
Let's move.
I haven't played it in so long.
Fire it up. Pride, move out.
Can I move or no? Oh no, I'm not moving yet. I'm not moving yet. She's moving though. I like how they just have like this robot chilling. All right. We gotta go here, get rid of this. Boom, boom, bam, bam. Wait, we should be okay on. I just throw my power armor that way, and then now I'm wearing other power armor, maybe? Yeah. have no HP. Oh. Not even gonna take the time to go take a nap. You know what I mean? I love this this part of the game. I love it. I know I've mentioned it a lot though on my channel. Like I really like just playing like the linear storylines. Liberty Prime, come on baby, look at that. Like Iron Man up in here.
Look, if we make it to the purifier, we can chat then. Now it's not exactly
I mean,
time.
yeah. Let's not chat now then. Keep running. Whoa. Basically a free ride.
Obstruction detected. Composition. Titanium alloy supplemented by photonic resonance barrier.
Come on, come on, come on. Love to see it. Easy. You know what this reminds me of? Modern Warfare 2. Classic Modern Warfare 2. You're fighting in the capital, you know? Got the same kind of vibe going on here. Maybe the graphics are probably worse, but oh man. Paladin Vegas. That guy just got bopped. Oh man, that guy just got wrecked. Oh no, he's good. He's good. He was just taking a nap. Quick naparino. That'll get you right up. I'm not even doing anything. Where is everybody? Were we just supposed to be, we really are just supposed to be walking, huh? So, this robot that we're using, we should have been using this the whole game. You know? Like, we didn't even need to fight all game. We could have just been... Communism is a lie. Let's go, baby. Oh. Does this robot take us all the way in? I don't even know.
Engaging Chinese invader.
Oh my. Oh my.
Commencing tactical assessment. Red Chinese.
There was like a guy there chilling.
Freedom is the sovereign right of every American. Embrace democracy.
So is this guy taking us to Rivet? Oh god.
Communist target acquired.
Oh. Bop. Jumping. Boom.
Engaging Red Chinese aggressors. Initiating Directive 7395. Destroy all communists.
Liberty Prime is amazing. I guess it's like Optimus Prime more than I don't know, whatever I was thinking it was. Iron Man. I mean, Iron Man, I guess it's Liberty too, but oh my. You just throw a bomb?
Target obstruction detected. Composition. Titanium alloy supplemented by enhanced photonic resonance barrier.
I love it. Let's go. Go right through it.
Established stratagem. Inadequate.
Oh, I thought nobody else made it.
Revised stratagem. Initiate photonic resonance overcharge.
What a way to get through, you know?
Alaska's liberation is imminent.
Project Impurity. Follow Liberty Prime as he makes his way to the Purifier. Reach the Project Purity control room. Inspect the project purity water supply or not. I forgot what we do. I think we give, I think we don't do it, but let's go ahead and go. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and go and not do it. This is the final game. Like, this is the last mission. Oh, lordy.
Concentrate your fire.
There are so many people in here. Boom. Remember, guys, we're doing a melee playthrough. The little brick to the head, though. Come back here. You know, something to mention, though, too, is that we are only level 18, and this is, like, the last mission. So we're gonna go, like, level up a lot more after this, before we do, like, the DLC. But I didn't think we were gonna get through this game that quickly. This is the quickest, like, fastest playthrough I've ever had. Ever. For this entire game.
I can't say I'm surprised. You and your ilk seem hell-bent on destroying everything our government has worked to achieve. There's nothing to stop me from killing you this time. Let's end this.
Look, I don't want to fight you. Give it up, Autumn. You lost.
I beg to differ. The Enclave is at the height of its power.
I beg to differ. I love that southern accent.
Protection and a plan for the future.
Plan for the future.
You're in over your head.
All right. Yep, let's kill him.
Watch it. Well, that takes care of that. By now, the Pride should be mopping up whatever opposition is left. Let's get this room secure.
All right. Level up, baby. Woo. Man, what did we do? Did we add? No, there's nothing in here that we added. Nerd Rage. We pushed around long enough. With Nerd Rage, strength is raised by 10. You gain 50% to damage resistance whenever your health drops below 20%. Oh, it's like actually not bad. Iron Fist, unarmed, and additional comprehension, Charlotte Heart. Let's go ahead and add an attribute, I guess, this late in the game, right? Wow, this guy had nothing. I guess his pistol is probably okay.
I'm in the control room.
Boom. Oh, we're radiated, huh? We're radiated. That's what that is. The tongue and all that. I'm looking. Hold up. Right away.
We're both here. What's going on?
I've been monitoring the equipment remotely, and we have a serious problem. The facility has been damaged during the fighting. Some of it looks accidental, some of it may have been sabotage. There's pressure building up in the holding tanks. It needs to be released now, or else the whole facility could explode.
Okay.
To release the pressure, you're going to have to turn the purifier on. Do you understand me? It has to be turned on now. If I'm reading this right, I'm afraid there are lethal levels of radiation inside the chamber. I'm sorry. I wish there was some other way, but there's just no time. It has to be done now, or the damage will be catastrophic.
Well, so much for celebrating.
All right.
One of us is going to have to go in there and turn the damn thing on.
I think we sent her in.
And whoever does it isn't coming back out. Not exactly how I imagined going out, you know? So, what should we do? Draw straws?
You can take it. No way am I going in there. You can do it.
So that's how it is? So much for chivalry.
What are you talking
Fine,
about?
I'll do it. But I need the code.
Okay.
Okay. I guess if this doesn't work, we're screwed anyway, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I just wanted to say thanks and good luck.
Good luck? That's it? Fine, thanks.
Don't be
No,
so
let's
mad.
get this over with.
Good luck in there, Lions. You son of a gun. Oh. Oh yeah, she did die.
You're still there. The purifier needs to be activated now. You don't have much time left.
It's happening. Don't worry. Lions. Thank you. Lord Peppa didn't die. He's the main character. He's got to move on. You know what I mean? It's just part of the game.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vault 101, intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed the future of humanity for that of his only child.
Such a good game.
The capital wasteland proved a cruel, inhospitable place, and the lone wanderer ultimately surrendered to the vices that had claimed so many others.
We blew up Megaton. That's what we did.
Selfishness, greed, cruelty. These were the values that guided a lost soul through countless trials and
That's
triumphs.
fatherless behavior right there, okay? Can't get mad at me. Just doing what I gotta do. Man, what a scene. What a banger.
It was not until the end of this long road that the lone wanderer was faced with that greatest of virtues, sacrifice.
And it wasn't
The
even
child
me.
refused to follow the father's selfless example.
And I
Instead,
killed Lion.
allowing a true hero to venture into the irradiated control chamber of Project Purity and
Tough.
sacrifice her own life for the greater good of mankind.
Tough.
Thankfully, when selected by the sinister president to be his instrument of annihilation, the Wanderer refused. Humanity, with all its flaws, was deemed worthy of preservation.
There you go.
The waters of life flowed at last.
That's not
free
bad,
and
you know?
pure for any and all. The capital wasteland, at long last, was saved.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at that.
So ends the story of the lone wanderer, who stepped through the great door of Vault 101 and into the annals of legend.
The annals
The tale
of
of
legend.
humanity will never come to a close.
Oh no,
For the
we'll
struggle of
continue on.
survival is a war without end. And war
War.
never changes.
Woo! What a terrible fate, you know?
We've got people down here. You, check that equipment. The two of you.
The Enclave is retreating. We have a location.
Isn't going to help at all.
Some you mean comatose. After all this, to be left in a state like that? Easy now. Take it slow. Don't move too quickly. It's all right. You're in the Citadel now.
Mm-hmm.
Relax. I was starting to think you might never wake up, despite assurances to the contrary. It's good to see you on your feet.
You know what
again.
though? I realized something. Level 20 is the max before the update, before the Into the Pit DLC. So we're fine. We're good.
Please, relax. Everything is fine.
We're good. If we were level
You were
18,
found
we can
unconscious
beat.
in
We could have beaten the
purifier
game
control
anyway.
room and brought back here for treatment. Quite a bit has happened since then.
Mm-hmm. What about the purifier? Did it work?
Indeed, it did. The tidal basin is full of fresh, clean water now.
Cool.
We've been working to see that it's distributed to as many people as possible across the wasteland.
We did good.
In fact, I'm hopeful that soon we won't be referring to the wasteland any longer. None of this would have been possible without the efforts of both you and your father. I doubt we shall ever be able to truly repay you.
Oh, I killed whoever it was. What's your name? Did we win? Did we beat the Enclave?
Yes, we most certainly did.
Hell yeah.
Between your help in destroying their headquarters and their subsequent defeat at the Purifier, the Enclave was thrown into disarray.
Hell
Liberty
yeah.
Prime has been assisting our forces in removing any remaining Enclave forces.
Yep. How long was I out?
Just about 2 weeks.
Not long.
Don't worry, we've been taking good care of you.
Well, thanks for taking care of me. I'm out of here. So
Well,
what happens
that's
now?
really up to you, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
The Brotherhood has a clear plan of action. The remnants of the Enclave must be swept away.
I like that
Pride
plan.
has been working to this end ever since we took the Purifier back. The only remaining question
360
is
no
whether we
scope
can
him. I
count
might
on you to
crustaceanable.
help us.
I might. In any way I can help.
To that end, I'm going to circumvent our standard recruitment procedures and declare you a Knight of the Brotherhood of Steel.
Became a knight.
Before you do anything else, please speak with Scribe Rothschild.
Alright, cool. Sorry about Sarah.
I appreciate that. As a soldier and a leader, I know that losses are unavoidable in times of war. But as a father...
Oh god, tough. I have to go. I don't want to get into that emotional thing. Crustaceanable, how's your day going? Stuntman, how's it going, dude? We just beat the game pretty much, right? Oh, we gotta wait again. Hold up. We can't do a nighttime playthrough at all. Can't do it. There we go. But let's save the game. You know, guys, we did it. I don't know what else we need to do today. 30-minute live stream. Is that what we do? We got a first-time chatter over on Twitch. We had somebody show up on YouTube, but that's pretty much a successful stream, and as far as I'm aware, I don't know. Guys, I bought this. Okay, hold up, because I'm talking weird, and that's why. I bought these nectar, like caffeine pouches, like nootropic pouches, and they're okay, but they leave kind of a bad taste in my mouth. And I don't know if that's from, like, the water that I'm drinking. I don't know what that's from. But it does not taste the best. I might go get water or something. Something different to drink. Oh, yeah, I don't know. It's, like, in my gum. You know, it's, like, in my lip. Obviously, I've never had it before. So I was like, oh, yeah, I'll try it. But I think there's better ones. I've had, like, Alpha Fuel before. Like, the nootropic Alpha Fuel. And they're, like, little caffeine pouches, too. With like alpha GPC, and they have like maybe another new. I don't know what's all in here. Like this has 30 milligrams of caffeine per pouch, which is not that much, and then cognizine, whatever that is. That's got to be like a whole concoction. That's probably some proprietary blend. Never had them before, but they taste. I don't know. It's like a berry mint flavor, so it's kind of gross. Maybe I just picked a bad flavor. I don't know. I have like 6 pouches now, or 6 of these tins now, so I don't know what to do. That's why you never buy in bulk before you know what it tastes like. But also buy in bulk because it's cheaper anyway. So like if you don't like it, you're not spending that much money. And you can probably give it to somebody who will enjoy it. I don't know. I don't know. I've never really... whatever. How about we do... Man. Because this is... We did like 30 minutes of live stream. And we've already beaten the game. You know what I mean? This was the fastest playthrough on Fallout 3 that I have ever played. Ever played. It took us 10 hours. We were going to play Fallout 4, right? You guys remember that? But Fallout 4 sucks. And then we tried playing Fallout London or whatever, and that game barely worked. So, how long has this been going through? Yeah, we just beat the main game, I guess. We can still do... I think we can do Into the Pit. We can do the Pittsburgh DLC. That's probably like 4 or 5 hours. Play Fallout New Vegas. That is... Maybe we do a Fallout Vegas playthrough. I might be up for that. But I think we do... Yeah, I think we do Into the Pit here. Maybe we do it right now. I don't know. Maybe we do it today and tomorrow, and then next week we do Fallout New Vegas. The problem is I only stream 3 days a week, so it's like... I don't know. Maybe we do Into the Pit right now. Start it. Get... Yeah, just run through it or whatever. We get it done by tomorrow. And then play Fallout New Vegas next week. That might be it. That might be the move. Because, yeah, I think our playthrough right now, it can't be that long. It cannot be that long. 8 hours. Or 9 hours. That's the fastest playthrough we've ever had. 9-hour playtime. I don't know if you can see that, like, right above my head. It's, like, right here. That's the absolute fastest way that we've ever played Fallout 3 in my entire existence. Which, you know, I've maybe played through this game 3 times. Which, for me, is a lot. Like, I never watch a movie more than, like, 2 times, right? And then I've seen, like, Saving Private Ryan, like, 10 times. You know what I mean? You know, there's very few movies that I've seen. Aliens. The original Aliens. Seen that a bunch. Right? Happy Gilmore growing up. Great movie. You know? Did not watch Happy Madison as much as everybody else in my family. But you know what I mean? You kind of like... This was one of those games that I always thought was like super fun. So I always go back to it. But... I don't know. Let's go ahead and start the DLC. And then... Because, you know, say the DLC is like 4 hours. We can probably get half of it done today. Like low-key. Oh my. I don't know what I just walked into. But yeah, we'll do Into the Pit real quick. We might as well, right? Like... But yeah, I like the idea of doing Fallout New Vegas. Like, I think that... For the sake of all the scenes that we have, I didn't realize how quickly we were gonna get through. Oh! Oh my god! This thing is massive! Get away from me! Oh! It's still here! Ah! All the power armor in the world could not prepare me for that. Oh my. Oh my. That was honestly the first time I've been jump scared, I think. Kill more. Oh my gosh. Alright. We're okay. We're okay. You know? We can take the time though. We can like level stuff up. Because we like haven't, you know, if we keep playing like DLC or whatever, like we can just level ourselves up. We can get to level 30. You know what I mean? I almost died there though. Do I have stim kits? Yeah. I actually got worried there. Is that a death claw? No, it's Meyerlock. Alright. That's one thing I haven't seen yet. We didn't even get to do... You know what? There is a mission that I really, really like on this game where you go see like the all-living tree or whatever. Oh my, what's that? What's this? Oh, the king. Oh no! Guys, I can't take all 4 of you at once. I'm trying to kill the king, okay? Jesus. The melee playthrough is so terrifying sometimes. Oh, I'm gonna die! No! No! Oh. We can sell this stuff. I don't know. You know, we should definitely find a mod that just gives us like infinite sims. Spam drink. We should definitely find a mod that gives us like infinite sims. Because I think we could I mean the hack and slash model is like kind of a lot of fun, so I don't know. I like, surprisingly, the hack and slash model is kind of fun in this game. And we got our melee maxed out. Yeah, you like pause the game. Like it's so nice when you go into the menu. No matter what you're doing, you can just be like, yeah, Stalker is like way more real though. That's one of the hardest games of like all time. That game is so tough. That game is so tough. Like Metro too. Metro you can't really like, or you can do that in Metro, but it's just like, Metro is like a tough game too. See, like Fallout doesn't take any real like skill per se, you know. It's kind of why I like online games, right? Because like you can't pause them, so like everybody's on the same playing field. But lately, with all the COD hacking and stuff like that, like it's. I was playing Fortnite yesterday with a buddy. He was streaming, right? And I was like, oh yeah, like I'll jump in, help him out or whatever. And we played a little bit of ranked 0 build yesterday. And we had a hacker in their game. This guy was like just full aim. You know what I mean? It was bad. It was real bad. In Stalker, you just die. I'm sorry, that's just how I read that. Venture in the wrong place at the wrong time in search of an easy loot, just so you can get cooked by a random merc sniper and up in some tower, exactly. Everything wants to kill you in that game, too. Oh! I'm sorry. Had I known they were gonna kill me, I would have just, like, you know, not talked to him. Oh god, I'm gonna die again. Oh no, he sees me. I didn't know they were slavers. I was gonna, like, talk to the guy, you know, and now I had to kill them all. Where's that body at? Hence, I mostly do bandit runs on that mod anomaly. Oh my gosh. You know what? I never played the anomaly mod. Oh, what's up today, Moose Now? How you doing, man? I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the game over on Twitch. Sorry, I was looking at YouTube chat. Yeah, I have heard of the anomaly mod over on Stalker. I have not played it though myself. It's a lot of fun to have everyone against you. Oh yeah, I bet. It sounds like an interesting mod. Moose Now, I'm enjoying the game for sure. We just beat... We're gonna start the DLC here. We're gonna start Into the Pit here. How do I get... Is there a way, if I jump into the cage, can I walk out? Hold up. I might have just ruined my game. There we go. Be free now, slaves.
Oh my god! You killed them!
It's all good. Love some Fallout. I'll have to go up
us?
to my TV while I do
Where are we
stuff.
going?
Gave you a follow. Oh, thank you, Moose. Dude, we're on the road to 50. Appreciate it. Kind of doing a little bit of every type of content right now, so we just got over to Twitch. We've been on YouTube for a minute. Not taking you anywhere. You're free to go. Yeah, I'll let that guy get out of here. Yeah, I have to play the anomaly mod over on Metro or Stalker. I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not opposed to it. I'm doing the same, but from Twitch to YouTube. Oh, Moose, I'll follow you. I'll follow you on Twitch right now. Hold up. Let me see if I can just, like, join. I can do it from... I'll pin it. Hold up. But let me see if I can follow you back. So, the grind is real. You know, Twitch partnership would be amazing. Never really thought I'd... I don't think I'll ever make money on content. Or I'll never make more money on content than what I do already. So I guess it's... I'm kind of in a weird spot. Kind of in a weird... I take it seriously. But I just don't take it that serious. You know what I mean? Kind of more... I don't know. Someday it might pay out. Someday it might not. I don't know. Someday I might just get bored and just be not satisfied anymore. You know what I mean? But no, the grind is so real. The grind is so real. So I appreciate anybody. And, you know, I run a gaming org. So, like, I have creators under me that I want them to do really, really well. And I figure lead by example has always been the term. So micromanaging YT, Twitch, as well is kind of painful. I might as well change to Twitch. LOL. Yeah, you know, I think both have their own niches. You know what I mean? I think both have kind of different things going on. We're gonna wait overnight because we can't play in the dark. We can't do it. Just playing Fallout 3 yourself, nice. You still felt the vibe, and I feel you, man. As long as you enjoy what you're doing too. Yeah, Moose. There's, you know, I think a lot of you know, I think a lot of content creators nowadays, you have to like be like a certain level of content, and I hate that. I hate that. I like, if I can sit in a room and just play with, like, you know, doing nothing or whatever, not being all flashy, I would. But I don't think you can make it anymore doing that. Well, you can. I think people can. There's a guy I watch. just recently called Gummy Wrap. He plays like Apex Legends. Guy does excellent content, but like, you know, he's got like the whole like LED setup behind him with like his name flashing back and forth and everything. And I kind of look at my own content and I'm like, you know, maybe I just start doing that. Maybe we drop the get up, you know what I mean? We'll leave the hat on, of course, but I don't know, the retro glasses, maybe we get rid of them. And then, yeah, Ultimate over on YouTube as well. So, Moose, I'm talking to Ultimate over on YouTube. I can pull both you guys up here in a minute, but yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, micromanaging all of the content stuff now. Like, in order to be a content creator, you need to have YouTube, Twitch, update your Twitter, update your Instagram, get over to Facebook and get your mom to like your Facebook page. And then you got to go all the way over to Spotify and start a podcast, right? That's like what you have to do now as a content creator. And I'm not going to lie, that's a lot. That's a lot to do. That's a ton to do. Like no average person can do that and hold a full-time job. You know what I mean? But you are competing. Hold up. I'm not even, you know, I'm hacking this flash. You're competing against people who are doing this as a full-time job, right? So, like, how are you as an individual? You are one person. You are, okay, you're one guy, right? You're one guy, one gal. You're competing on a level where people who are doing this with a team, they're doing it with, like, an entire production crew, right? They're doing it, and you're competing. That screen looks amazing. Thank you. You're competing against people who are doing it as like their full-time job. They have teams of people who are doing it as their full-time job. So you can hire like researchers. You can get, you can even hire like managers for social media. And then you just have like me. You have like one dude, or you have like, I don't know. Some of my favorite content creators are just like the solo dolo people. You know what I mean? The people who don't have like the Mr. Beast production crew or like the Veritasium production crew. And, you know, I don't know. I really liked, for like the longest time, I think one of like my favorite inspired creators was 8 But I know like people who probably don't know him, right? Because he got like banned off of YouTube and all that stuff. Moose, now thank you for moving over to YouTube as well. But yeah, you can see like we have Twitch chat up too. The only one we don't have anymore is Kick chat up, but Kick is the thing that we do. Same. Most of my favorite streamers are people I end up chilling with on Discord and stuff, small timers. Yeah, no, that's usually how you like. We have a Discord, but I can't sit here and say that I'm like a huge part of my own Discord. I'm in there a lot, but I'm not like always chatting. And I feel bad because that's like another thing to manage, right? Like I like Discord, don't get me wrong. I use it to communicate with like my org, ODG, but like we're not like a real org, you know what I mean? Not yet, at least. Yeah, I rarely use my own, mostly other people's. Okay. Discord is a lot to me. It's another thing. It's another social media app, right? So, like, I'm on Twitter quite a bit. Like, Twitter's kind of, like, where my home base is. So, like, if you interact with me on Twitter, I'll be there. Pretty much anybody. I don't think that'll ever change. I could have 1,000 million views, and I will still be interacting with people on my Twitter, like, shit posting with them and whatnot. But yeah, there's like a lot of, it's just another thing. I think managing another thing is just harder. So I do have a Discord mod, right? So like at least he's able to like monitor chat in there. But I don't pay him. You know what I mean? like, and he uses my Discord too to like chill. So, you know, that's cool. That's like what you need. You need like a gaming group of friends that you can kind of pool from if you like need a duo in Fortnite, or if you need a squad in Apex Legends or whatever. Me too. I don't like massive streamers. I like casual, chill people. Yeah, guys. So this is the question then. So I do have a question for y'all. Like, when does somebody become like quote unquote a sellout, right? Or like too big to like, do people change up because of the amount of attention that they're getting, or do they change up because um like they're not hanging out with the same group of people anymore? Or like what point? Like what point does a band get like too big to do local shows? You know what I mean? I would like to think never. I know some bands from the Midwest that still come back to like my hometown, and they love doing shows here. But I like casual and chill people too. You said I hopped on a Scottish streamer smoking weed and playing my streamer car. We had a great time chatting. See, that's awesome. And yeah, this is another thing too. So like say that we were hanging out and smoking weed on my channel, right? What if we were just smoking weed and chilling? Because like I don't smoke weed as much as I used to. Like full disclosure, any advertiser who ever comes across the stream in the way further future, I stopped smoking weed like 2 years ago. I had like a pretty bad like depersonalizing. Man, it was probably longer than that now. I think it's probably like 3-4 years now. Whenever COVID happened, right? Like COVID was a while ago now, I guess. But it was, I just had like a depersonalizing moment with weed, and I'm pretty sure I had like a laced doobie because I didn't know where it came from. You know what I mean? And like when something like that happens, like anybody who's had like a really, really bad trip, right? When you try to go back to it, it doesn't happen the same way, right? It sucks. It blows. Yeah, so I had like this kind of moment. I like depersonalized. I thought I was gonna be fine. I slept it off. And then the next time I smoked, I had such a bad panic attack. I had like an anxiety, like I'm not in control of my life anymore. Like I didn't know like where I was. I didn't know my place. And that was regular. I knew that was regular. Like that was not like a laced moment, but I think my brain associated I guess the dopamine reaction from smoking weed with the bad experience that I had the one time, and now I've like never gone back to it like normally. So now I maybe smoke once a year, maybe tops, right? Maybe once every 9 months, right? And it'll usually be in like low-key situations. We're just hanging out, and it'll be usually after a couple of drinks, right? So, and it's just because I have to get my anxiety levels like all the way turned off before I can even go into a trippy experience anymore. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people are like, oh, like, maybe you were like addicted to it and then you just had such a bad experience. You like, your brain just doesn't want you to go back to it. I don't know what it is. I would like to think that I never needed it beforehand too. So like, I don't think weed is particularly like addictive to the extent of maybe like sugar is. You like Oreos because they give you dopamine. So you like weed because it does the same thing. So like, I've never had an issue with it. Man, when you start dissecting the laws around it, you're like, what the heck is going on? So yeah, I probably won't start smoking again anytime soon, or at least like, so casually as I was for so long. But yeah, so a majority of my teenage years up through pretty much when I was like the age 22, 23, I used to be in almost every day, like almost every single day. And then, like I said, kind of that one turn off like 3-4 years ago, and that's all sometimes it takes. And it's just every time I've tried to go back to it, every time I've tried to pick it up again, has not felt good, has not felt the same. So yeah, you know, and like I said, I will never judge. I hang out with stoners still. Your friend group is still like the people you interact with. All my friends still smoke. You know, girlfriend always offers it to me. I just don't partake like I used to. Because I don't feel the same. But yeah, weed eventually will take its toll. Just like any other drug. You know, I mean, like, honestly, if you, like I said, eat Oreos every day, and then maybe you like shit your brains out so bad one day you never want to eat an Oreo again. That's pretty much what I what I attribute it to. And again, I don't judge. So if anything, we'll end up farming, guys. If anything, we'll probably end up making a weed strain, and we can probably like ship it worldwide. You know what I mean? Because you know, I know a lot of pepper farmers. Being in that field, you know, Lord Peppa Gaming, we're a Peppa farmer at the end of the day. So we could definitely like farm up some flour as well, you know. To get back to the question about getting big on YouTube, IDK, really, I like it that you like that comparison. You know, like I said, just Oreos. But I mean, back to the question. Okay, getting big on YouTube, IDK really depends on the person, because it's about what a dude does with the amount of attention he's getting. Yeah, you know, today's world is really tough with the attention thing. It's really tough with the attention thing. He's getting restricted and has to really pick what to talk about and who to talk to. Yeah. No, this is a really tough thing, right? It's like, how do you navigate the world of the internet, right? Because if you do get too big, very obviously, if you get like a sponsorship, they're going to kind of they're going to force you to self-censor. Even if you aren't thinking that you are, you 100% are, right? 100%. And you know, this is kind of where, you know, when you get too big, you almost can't be as chill as you once were because of how you have to navigate the certain situations, and you can't have certain takes anymore. And you know, part of that is like picking who you sponsorship with, who you partner with. I think a lot of people like take first bet and they're like, oh, like I'm gonna take this person's money because they're like the first big sponsor I've had, and then maybe I am able to go full time, and then maybe you only have to do that for like 2-3 years before you can like take a different sponsorship deal or a different partnership and move that way. The same that happens with bands, right? That happens with the music industry a lot. The reason that I take a lot of stuff from that, I used to DJ back in the day, right? Back in the day, I say like when I was right after high school for like 3-4 years, I did like dubstep stuff locally in town here. And you know, like as a musician, even like the people who you talk to and interact with, if you're trying to progress your music career, you're talking to not the chill people. You're talking to people who are more than likely going to force you to have a certain opinion about things before you can move forward in your career, right? Sponsorships bring good money, but at the same time, yeah, you have to be self-restricted, but really it depends on who you do choose to sponsor. So you have to make sure that your sponsors like chill with your political views. You know, it's weird. We're like, when I say right now, we're in some type of economic Cold War, I really do mean that. I really do mean that. Like, you almost have to have people close to you that are aligned not only with like your, because you know this is we live in such weird times where like almost everything's acceptable, but like nothing can be said out loud anymore, you know. And people who you hang out with in your daily life too, you got to make sure that they like align with you, because honestly, 10 years down the line, something that you said in a convo with them might come up, and they might say like you are this way or you are that way, and it's because for whatever reason, this like cancel culture movement thing keeps shifting so hard back and forth. And you need to have people close to you that align with you kind of somewhat economically, somewhat politically, and definitely 100% philosophically. Like, whether that be the religion that you're a part of, whether that be the spiritual mindset that you have, whether that be say, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like you just have to get people that like politically align with you and kind of think on the same brainwave as you. Because with me, I always think you're like the sum of the 5 friends that you have. So like if your 5 friends closest to you are influencing your habits this way or that way or the other, you're going to start self-censoring yourself around your friends, and that's not going to be fun. No one's going to have fun doing that, you know? You can't actually share, or you can't share your actual thought. You can't really go saying what you really think about certain people and ideas. Like, you got to be really Switzerland about everything, and that happens. Drama, politics, controversy, and all. Because then people think you're biased. And you're talking the wrong side. But yeah, once you get really big, all sorts of people come join. Yeah. And I think a lot of people, so this is something ultimate. This is, when you get big and you got a lot of new fans, you're like, oh, I don't want to say anything personally wrong that will maybe affect your fan donating to you. If you have some type of money incentive. I'm sorry that we're talking about this for so long. Not playing the game, right? No, but if you have some type of like money incentive, you're going to restrict what you talk about because you just don't want to cause controversy. Because you're like, well, the more controversy that I cause, the less viewerships I'm going to get. And that's a good and a bad thing, right? There's something to that, I think. There is something to that. Because you don't want to necessarily just like put people off because you have an opinion about something. But then there's a very, very people take the misstep of becoming unauthentic when that happens, right? So my personal belief, and I don't think I'll ever change on this because I can't, right? There's something in my brain where it's just like you have to follow like where the truth is of a statement, right? So like an objective truth. And that's really the only thing all of us are looking for, right? And I don't think, because you can say like everybody has their own truth, which is like little t truth, and then you have like the bigger meaning big T truth, right? And luckily, my personal belief system is so far removed from modern day politics. I'm thinking bigger picture. I'm thinking way bigger picture. If you had to put me on a political compass map, I'm bottom right-hand corner, a little bit shifted to the left because I have one very, very tough take on the execution method or corporal punishment on, actually, funnily enough, something involving minors, right? So it's like, if it's like, I think, if in my perfect world, we bump the age of consent law up to like 21 and then just have everything happen at 21 and then everything is like widely accepted at 21, right? But like, open free market policies, I could talk about that all day and not probably piss off a majority of people, right? I could bring up my anarchist, like, not really communistic views, but like my anarchist views on the political right of the compass, not really piss anybody off. I'll never be the one shilling for fascism or communism up in the top right or left hands of the political systems, you know? Like, there's people like IDK, Andy Pants, who has some relatable views for a lot of people, but his ideas are widely accepted. Is Andy Pants the one that's been kind of going back and forth with Ackman lately? Yeah, ultimate. And like I said, in a perfect world, we execute people who, you know, I mean, that's probably one extreme view. That's probably my one extreme view. And, you know, I think you have to have them dead to rights. And I think, because we had an issue, like, back in, I'm not even going to say, like, this is, like, pre-America, right? We had an issue back in the day where we would, like, witch hunt people. And I think, like, as long as society stays away from that, which, I mean, obviously we're not. If we look at, like, kind of what's happening on the political right now, everybody's kind of getting witch hunted if you like supported a certain candidate with like a certain hairstyle, right? And like your friends would like, you know, insult you and berate you for thinking that you're dumb or whatever. But like, you know, there's like political witch hunts right now, and I think as long as like as a society, if we're not doing that, we're winning, right? So it's like, you know, this is why, like, stuff like that is really important. So it's like, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say there, I guess. I'm losing my own train of thought. So, I don't know the Andy Pans Gamer guy, but I know that Ackman has been, like, kind of reaming him back and forth. I guess I don't know if I stand with Ackman or if I haven't looked into it as much as I probably should have. You know, and this is another thing, too. I think a lot of people think that they have to have opinions on everything, and I think everybody just takes the safe opinion. What I'm going to be honest, like, I'll try not to say something that I don't know. You know what I mean? My girlfriend put this to me last night, but she's like, oh yeah, like, because we were hanging out with a group of friends last night, we were fishing. Oh, he's more of a commentary guy than a gaming channel. Okay. So he probably... Do you listen to Geeks and Gamers? Like those guys, Nerdrotic? I kind of like that group of people. I don't know if he's like more like that. Where he's like, you know, gaming commentary space. Shares the news occasionally. I kind of like those guys though. Not that, because like, they have like pretty normal takes, I guess. I don't think they go far enough on a lot of stuff. But, like, they have, like... Because this is a really, really big thing, too, right? Really big thing about life in general is kind of knowing where other people are coming from. I don't know is a good way to not draw bad attention to yourself. Yeah. No, I get that. I think, you know, like... I've like a pretty big idea where it's like, I don't think you can take, like, okay, this is something that a lot of people I think make the mistake of too, like big streamers. They'll be like, oh, like Charlie, like Moist Critical will have like the most basic take of all time, and it's because you have to not toe a line with either side, right? It's like the most like, I don't want to say mid IQ thing because I'm dumb, right? So I can see through a lot of stuff. Like I'm just like, I'm left curve. If I had a guess, like I am sloped off to the left somewhere. But you can kind of see through, like when people are just putting on like a fake name or fake facade or whatever. And then you know, I think like having like the most like basic take is like the best financial position that they can take. And I think seeing through that is like, I don't know. I feel like you have to take a take. I feel like you have to have a take. Unless if you don't know anything about it. So like if you game every single day and you play like, I don't know, what was it? Wukong that just came out, right? And there's a, you know, there's like, you play that entire game and then somebody on your chat will ask you like, hey, what do you think about not having a female lead or something like that? I feel like you should have a take on that because you played the game, right? Most have the most basic and common opinions about everything because of his far reach. Asmongold is kind of like that too, you know? And again, it's just like where you get too big and you can't have a controversial take. I don't know. Do you want to bring the negative attention that comes with having certain takes now? Because say you do pull out, like, you know, out of the hat below you, you take some, like, red pill take out of the hat, and it's like, oh, everybody's going to just now associate you with, like, Andrew Tate. And it's like, do you want to be associated with Andrew Tate just because you have a take that's not even like his at the surface level? But, like, or at the surface level, it sounds like an Andrew Tate take or, like, a red pill take. But, like, you know that, like, when you actually start breaking down the method, it's nothing like it, you know? And I think it's because people just kind of lump people into groups. And I know human psychology-wise, it is ideal to, like, lump people into tribes and lump people into categories because it's easier to put a preconceived notion into somebody. But as humans, we have such controversial and complex ideas and complex avenues of thought that you can't lump one take into everything that somebody has. You know, I can't even begin to describe it. It's something that's crazy. Yeah. I hate people trying to have you take everything they say for literal gospel. That's another thing. Man. We need to get you on a pod, Ultimate. Oh, man. Like, if you saw Moon's content, you know what I'm talking... I don't know. Moon's content. You talking about, like, the crypto guy? Crypto Moon? You're gonna have me, like, looking stuff up, man. Let me pop that up on a different monitor. You'll do just great, though. Trust. It's all about having an open mind. You know, and yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, at the end of the day, as long as... Okay, so, let me... Ultimate, I'm gonna give you an example. So, I was talking about this with one of my friends yesterday. Or 2 days ago. We had talked about the astrological signs. Like, the zodiac signs, right? I would love to get your opinion on this. I don't know if you believe in any of these, but I'm going to tell you my opinion, and maybe it changes yours, maybe it doesn't. So, oh my god, am I getting a phone? Oh, it's just spam. Yeah, I've been waiting for like a phone call for a friend for a while. I'm sorry. No, it's just rants about certain topics, but the way he talks about it, it's like, there's no other way. There's no other answer than his. You know, I like the certainty, too. Massive rants about stuff. If he's, like, objectively right, then I guess being massively right about something is, like, not a bad thing. Well, I'll have to check Moon out. There's a guy I watch called What If Alt History, and he's... Not that he's like that, but massive rants. I mean, it's just like essays, video essays. I would check him out too. But no, so let me put something out into the world. I guess you can like tell me if I'm way off or way right about it, whatever. I might be way off. So we were talking about the zodiac signs and how people will like read their horoscopes every day and like look for that kind of stuff in their life, and it's kind of like going to, like, we equated it to kind of going to like a psych like a, you know, like a psych guy or a psych gal where they like read your palm or whatever, or they like tell you that, oh hey, you like had a loved one die close to you, and you know they somehow pinpoint something, and then it's kind of vague, and then they kind of get closer, right? But the horoscope idea. So like people would read their horoscopes, or people would base their entire lives around like their own zodiac sign, right? And like, okay, I'm a Scorpio, so I must be compatible with an Aries, or an Aries, or I'm a Taurus, so I might be compatible only with a Sagittarius, right? Whatever that is. I don't know really that much about it, but we kind of equated it to this. If you go in to a conversation thinking that you know somebody, or thinking that you know about somebody because of their astrological sign, you're doing yourself a disservice, because you're not looking at the world without like a preconceived notion of somebody. So like, okay, we hang out, right? Me and a girl. We're having a great time. We're laughing. We're kicking back. We're telling some jokes that make her laugh a couple times. You know, might bring up her dad, whatever it is. And she mentions something. She's like, "Oh, so you know, I'm an Aries," and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, like you know, I'm a Scorpio or whatever." Again, I don't know, Taurus. And she's gonna go, "Oh, those aren't compatible signs, so I'm actually gonna have to ghost you now." And it's like, well, we just had a great time. I thought we were compatible, you know. I thought we were just kicking, hanging out, telling jokes, having a great time. And then she says, "Oh, I actually can't date you because you're a Scorpio." And it's like, well, was like the last 3 hours of our time not worth it? I paid for your dinner. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, okay. I mean, I guess if that's the case, then why would I want to date her either? If she's going to come in with that kind of energy. You know what I mean? So, like, I think studying, like, how people are coming in, too, I don't know. Like, you know, you might want to learn more about how people with that mentality think about the world, and then maybe you can step them out of that realm, right? So they aren't just thinking like in the astrological signs, the zodiac signs. You know, so common thing that you should probably not do often. But if you're meeting somebody new, never let them know your birthday. Never let them know your birthday, because then they're not coming at it with like oh, like we're incompatible because you know, and maybe I think women probably follow zodiac signs more than men do, but I think men, like, I think they follow like the stars just as much in terms of like crypto trading and full moon trading versus low tide trading on betting markets and stuff like that. I think all that stuff kind of matters, you know, when it comes to like vibrational changes in the Earth's atmosphere. But I don't think it actually like matters in terms of compatibility when you meet people. So I think if you like come in with like a preconceived notion of that, you don't really want to. If you as a Taurus don't want to interact with people as an Aries because they bring negative energy, it's almost like saying you had one bad experience with a girl named Jessica, so you will never talk to Jessica again. And that's all Jessicas. That's what I'm going to equate it to. So I think going into like all opinions with that kind of mentality, if you don't know something about it, don't comment on it. But I think commenting on something that you know nothing about is not good either. You know? I mean, Mom does, and even if she has the opposite zodiac of mine, that does not mean that we're not getting along. Exactly. Well, you know, people base their entire lives on that stuff, and I just imagine it's almost like a cult. I guess it's almost like some not a cult, but it's almost like a religion. Like if you go into a conversation thinking that all Muslims are terrorists, you're probably not going to ever get along with a Muslim ever again, and that's something that you're putting into your brain, right? You know? It's just one of those things you just don't want. So, like, I don't know if that's, like, a popular take. I don't care. But, you know, it'd be like, oh, like, all Christians are dumb because they believe the Bible. It's like, okay, that's not true at all. Thomas Aquinas? You ever read his work before? Like, people just make buttloads of cash yapping about stars. Yeah, I mean, there's a niche for it, I'm sure. People base their entire lives on it, though, too. And it's like, yo, like get outside. There's a video that I saw not that long ago where it's like this girl is like, she's using like those palindromes, and she's like using like that, I don't know, like that beat stick, and just like rubbing it and like making like the huge like chime noises. And the caption for it is like, can you believe I did coke? Or can you believe I was addicted to coke at some point? My initial thought was just like, yeah, I actually can, you know? So that's kind of like where I put, they're not all crazy though. That's the thing, right? Like I said, you just have to know, you have to understand what worldview they're coming from, and then you can like kind of remove them from it. You can kind of like take yourself into their, it's not that you have, and this is not a job, this is not a virtue signal, this is not anything like that, because I don't believe in any of that stuff. It's not your job to go around and like tell people like, oh, like you're living in the wrong atmosphere of the world, so you better like, you know, fess up and learn more or whatever. It's not your job to do that. It's not your job to do that. In fact, like, you know, but like I said, if you go in with a preconceived notion, you're going to think all wrong about what somebody thinks. Like, you're going to be like, oh, and you're going to come off like an asshole. You're going to come off like you're some educated freak from the East Coast in America. You got a Harvard degree, and your Harvard degree is actually worthless because you can't even get a job and you're working as a barista at a Starbucks. You know what I mean? Like, something like that. I don't want to. So, you know, in 3 years when we come back to the stream, some sponsor is going to be like, oh, I can't believe you talk about something like that. I'm going to be like, you know what?
You could have at least helped me with those guys. They finally tracked me down.
I was talking. I was yapping.
Time. You've come about the broadcast, right?
Yeah, I did.
Risky, I know. But it had to be done. So you know who I am. Who are you?
I came because of the radio message. What's the problem?
Now, a hero. Look at you. I come from a place far to the northwest. It's called the Pit. It's, well, let's be honest. The place is a nightmare. Radiation.
Gary,
mutation,
Indiana.
The worst of it. My people. Some of the only survivors.
You know, I went to Pittsburgh for the first time. It's not that bad.
It's a rough world.
I liked it.
But I have a chance to free them. All I need is an outsider's help before that chance is gone.
Problem is, whenever I go to a new place and it's raining first day, I always step out of my car. First thing I say, regardless of where I'm at. I could be in Bali. I could be in Malta. It wouldn't matter. I'd step out. If it's raining, I'm going to be like, God damn, this place is a shithole. No matter what. I don't know why I'm like that. That's my preconceived bias. If your people need you, what are you doing here? Did you escape?
Yeah, that's why these guys were after me. As long as I know about the cure, I'm a threat. So I ran. And you can be damn sure there'll be more of them coming.
Why does this, like, look off? I don't know, guys. Wait, slow down. Cure for what?
The Pit is a mess. Nearly everyone who lives there is either sick, dying, or worse. It's the water. And the air. You can't escape it.
Well, we just
stay there a few
purified
years,
the air
no matter
here.
What, it'll get to you. But the bastards who have my people, they found a way to cure it. And once they have the cure perfected, we stand no chance. So we get the cure. With it, we turn the tables on them.
What do we need to do first?
Well, you might try a disguise. They probably won't let some random armed waster pass the gates. But if you look like one of the working stiffs, you should be able to slip in with no problem.
Dang.
Lucky for us, a group of slavers is nearby waiting to make a sale. You should be able to get one off of them. They're off to the west, near the tunnel that leads to the pit. That should be our first move.
Okay. Yeah. Guys, good idea.
Okay.
I'll do it.
You go get the outfit. I'll stay here and meet up with you when it's done. I'll meet you up by the tunnel that leads to the pit. You go get whatever. You won't be...
I have no money, so I can't buy a slave. Guys, I think we end it here. So much for... Man. You know, I'm sorry to yap. I'm sorry to yap. guys, I think we gotta foster like a good community here. This is where I'm gonna change. I think this is where we're gonna change big YouTubers and all that stuff. I think we gotta be so indifferent about money. I think we only take like sponsorships that let us talk about whatever, and they actually don't care as long as they get sales. I think we're gonna end up like that. I think we're gonna end up like true capitalists, like financial freedom. That yap was good though. No, it's not though. Like that's the thing. I'm not smart enough to be like the conveyor of good ideas. I think this is like something that we can do with the platform that's a little bit different though. I think we can like. I think we could like, explore like a better solution to a lot of, and not that like we have like a final solution by any means like that, but I think like more openness, I think is gonna end up making society like a better place. Because I don't think we have to make society better through gaming. You know what I mean? Unless if we end up making like a video game that just like teaches capitalism 101 to like college nerds or something like that, then maybe we can do something like that. But no, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I don't know. I think with our platform, like Lord Peppa Gaming, the TV show, I think we're just gonna try to like not really do anything. You know what I mean? Like do stuff. Talk about like the bigger issues, because I think we can dissect it better than a lot of, this is another thing. I don't think you can ever really. I mean, making society better is kind of a stretch. Yeah, a little bit ambitious, No, not the way to make society better. That's kind of dumb, actually. I think society needs to be like revamped, but it's like almost it's crazy. Crazy, but we're just a gaming channel, right? Should try to do a gaming marathon. What game? What game? But that'd be fun. Yeah, we could actually like game. That would actually be kind of fun. No, this is something though that's been on my mind for a minute. Like I think oh well, Fallout. We could do Fallout, I guess. Yeah. Ultimate. This is kind of something though, right? So it's like realistically, if I were to achieve some type of real FU money, I'm talking like 8 figures, 9 figures, right? 9 figures is ungodly unbelievable, but 8 figures or 10 mil plus, whatever. If hypothetically speaking, we can finish Fallout. Maybe not today, but we can finish Fallout. Hypothetically speaking, we could make movies, right? We could make movies. I don't know what I'd do with that info, I guess. This dang, 8 figures, alright. 9 is stretching it. But I think 10 mil in this economy, I think is doable. Especially with like the trading right now, I think it's great. We're in a recession, but like best recession ever, maybe. Like most of us have probably like 2 years to hyper gamble our way to millions, and then if we don't make it within like before the year like 2027, you ain't making it. You ain't cut out. They aren't gonna let you own anything after that. We'll get into today later, but they ain't gonna let you own much after that year. So most of us have like 2-3 years to like hyper gamble everything and basically make like the most money you can ever make. But like that said, if we were to achieve like real financial freedom, when I say change society, I mean like make some lasting impact on like how culture is formed through media, right? Because I think everybody's gone into, at least my entire generation and the previous generation, probably millennials especially. We were raised by Gen X, right? Partially Gen X, partially the end of millennials now. And a lot of us were probably raised on Disney movies, right? And Disney movies all have these like fairy tale endings. And I think if we like kind of show like the reality of but how are you going to achieve? I think through like media, man. I think through, like a lasting impact really doesn't sound as crazy as it once did. I think with like the reach on the internet, you can go a lot further than you ever thought. Because maybe if it's not you, right? Tupac said it best. Hate to bring up Tupac right now, but Tupac said it best when he was like, if I'm not the mind that changes the world, I will influence the mind that does change the world. And I think there is some type of longevity there. I think if you put enough like good vibes out into the world, I think it does influence people. I think it does. And I think that's another thing. I think we have to get rid of a lot of this negative news and negative media but I think showing the reality of that is something that is achievable. I think it is something that I don't think could have been done like 100 years ago or 200 years ago. Like, I think the internet really is like a different type of machine that we're working with. And I think the number one thing is we can't just get eaten by the Borg. Like, I think we can't just have the hive mind win. So, like, it might start something very simple. It might just be literally, hey, stay away from communism, kids. It might just be that simple. And I know a lot of people are like, okay, well, maybe we'll find it in like God or Jesus or something like that. I don't know. I don't know where that would be. But I think there is going to be a new religion in the next like 20 years. And I think that's something that's completely changeable through what we're doing. Right? By we and what we are doing, it's just being not the status quo right now. And I think, I think being able to make it through at a mental health level from just coming out kind of normal these days is like unreal. Because so many people suffer from either like, I'm prone to it too, but anxiety or depression or whatever. I think if we can like get enough people through, maybe it is through like music. Maybe music is going to end up being that medium. But, I don't know. Like, because it's crazy, man. Like, one person can change your mindset. I used to listen to a lot of Kid Cudi back in the day, and like, I don't think I would be here today if I don't think I would have been here today if I had like not gotten through those tough times. And like, I'm only one person. I'm not talking to a whole everybody. But, it's one person can change a lot. Not change the world, but one person can definitely like influence somebody else who can. So I don't know. And I'm not gonna sit here and pretend Lord Peppa can do that, because Lord Peppa is actually just like a character, and it's like, hypothetically speaking, anybody could play. Yes, indeed, Hitler changed mine too. Gosh dang. Gosh dang. One Austrian painter versus the entire world. How is that gonna go? How is that gonna go? That's funny. I mean, but like I said, it really do be like that. Like, you can't have one person change the entire world, but like, you can have one person change the minds of many people. I was gonna say Martin Luther King Jr., but Hitler, although not a good example of it is an example, right? It is something that it's one person that can do a lot of different harm, I guess. Not necessarily one of my favorites. But, you know, whatever. Reminds me of the Matrix, yeah. Well, you know. But you don't want to be like the Neo complex either, right? You don't want to think that your virtue signaling is better than everybody else's. And, you know, it's the same thing. But that said, the current Matrix is really just not financial freedom. So if we can get more people to have financial freedom, a lot more people could break that Matrix, right? Like buy Bitcoin, you know? You call that harm, I call it profit. Oh, man. Kidding. Yeah, no, I like, of course. In Minecraft. But, like, you know, it's, like I said, it's a very, very crazy thing because, like, I think if more people get financial freedom, you basically influence, it's like a self-feedback loop of like, oh, like, I got financial freedom. How do I get more people to do that? And then I might be one person. Okay, so low-key, ultimate. I'm gonna level with it. I'm gonna level with you real quick here. So there's been a theme every single season of Lord Peppa. And if you can't really catch up on it yet, right? You know what I mean? Because it's not as like full production based yet. But I think if I kind of can pitch this idea to you, this is what it is every single season. So Lord Peppa finds out that he runs a farm, right? Or he builds the farm. And once that farm becomes financially stable, the end of his season happens, right? So when we did Red Dead Redemption, I found financial freedom, and then we had a reset period. I got shot. And then I ended up in a different universe where I had to build my way back up to the top. And that's going to be the theme for Lord Peppa going forward. Maybe release episodes at the gaming part and just skip the very cool, intelligent Yap set. I wouldn't say intelligent at all. Maybe release episodes at the gaming part and just skip the very, very intelligent Yap sessions. You know, maybe. Maybe. Because, yeah, I mean, we could just make playlists. Yeah, that's probably the move. But then what do I, you know, do I just go live to do just chatting? Do we become a podcast? The more that I talk, the more that I think that that's probably the right way to do it. And then we can write scripts together, like in Yap sessions, and we can like make content that way and stamp season 1, 2, 3 on them. Yeah, just kind of keep counting up. Yeah, so season 1, we got financial freedom at a factory farm that took place in the cyberpunk era. And we ended up getting completely reset that way. And then season 2, we found financial freedom in the Old West. And then season 3, we found financial freedom in, you know, whatever that one was. What was season 3? I forget. Cold and calculated with the questions. Yeah. That'd be cool. But then you gotta be careful and you gotta be cold. Okay. Yeah, you know, exploring topics would be fun. Be friendly, not friends, but not friends type of thing. Okay. So cold and calculated. You know, maybe we just end up doing video essays. Low-key. We make video essays out of like these Yap sessions, and then we come back and then do like gaming on the side of that. Because yeah, honestly, if somebody was like stumbling on my channel right now, they'd be like, "What are you doing?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I'm gaming." Be friendly but not friends. Yeah, that's a good way to kind of think about it. What's up, Little Red? Welcome, welcome. Nah.
That's just slop content, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I mean, the slop content, I mean, when's a bad time for slop? You know what I mean? Probably in movies. But sometimes it can be fun too. I don't know. I know I'm kind of a fan of like, I think exploring like an idea to its full like potential side is like always a good thing. I think that's like, I think knowledge ultimately brings all of us closer. Maybe cover hot topics. Like you're saying, have you heard like Jeremy the Quartering, but like don't focus on one topic for more than like 2 videos. Like one certain guy. What's the certain guy that you're thinking of? Yeah, I think not milking for attention is bad. Yeah, definitely. But I think like milking too much of one topic is annoying. Like I think if something comes out that's controversial in the news or that not a lot of people agree with, wait until both sides of that story come out and then make a video on it. Make one video, make it cold calculated, and then be done. And then never like I mean, then you can bring it up later and just be like, oh yeah, reference my old video we talked about, you know? That might be the move. Little Rad, welcome, by the way, over on Twitch as well. Who's the one certain guy you're thinking of? I can't think. I don't know. Don't know. But ultimate, we're definitely in a really, really cool position. I know I've mentioned it before, but like I don't get my money from content, and I don't think I ever will. I don't think I'll ever make more money on sponsorships than I do right now at my current, like what I do for a living, right? So it kind of puts me in this unique spot. But like I said, I'm not worth 8 figures yet. So like I can probably still get canceled. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I'm at the point where like, okay, somebody can still make me get fired from a job. And then if that happens, I just move, I rotate more into what I'm doing on the side. And then, it's not like I'm completely immune yet, you know? Money on content is kind of a trap, I guess. Yeah, you're right. If we get like a this is what I will say. If we get like a Red Bull sponsorship or like a Red Bull like drink for free type thing, they just send me like a Red Bull fridge or a G Fuel fridge. I don't think I'll take the G Fuel one anymore. You could just lose everything. Oh man. Yeah. Well, and that's why it's important to almost like not ever rely on money from content. So I don't know how people do it because that's probably why they never have it. That's probably why they never have like a real take, But like Red Bull is probably one I would take because they're like a beverage company and like I don't think they'd ever actually like care, like what you say and like I don't know, like whatever. From like whatever ago, like a video from like now, right? I don't think they'd ever actually look back and care or whatever. I don't think so. I don't think they even care like what you say on stream. Just as long as you're drinking their product on stream, I don't think they care. So I think I have to like work with companies that are just like that. They're just like there to sell a product, and they don't care who buys it. They don't care what kind of clientele they have. They're just like buy the product because we put the product in the product place. You know what I mean? And then yeah, for Red Bull, like I mean, we could jump out of a plane, right? Maybe we do. Maybe we go skydiving as Lord Peppa, or we go bungee jumping as Lord Peppa. I've never gone skydiving. It is something that's on the bucket list right now. So But you know, like we could do like, you know, because I do like outdoor stuff. Like I said, I think we talked about guns for like the longest time last time you were in chat, Ultimate. So like I actually go outside, do things sometimes, and not all the time. I mean, I'm an editor really at heart. Like I edit like a lot of stuff, but maybe getting to F1. Glaze Verstappen. Okay. All right. F1 racing, maybe, you know? Or maybe we at least go like mud rocking or something. I know people around here with land and trucks. So, go for a rip, you know what I mean? That might be kind of fun. Get some content that way. That's the other thing though too. Like if we end up doing like gun content or something like that, or fishing content even, like we could start kind of branching out, I think, into those sponsorships, because those people don't care. Like those, like, you know, if I were to go like bow hunting as Lord Peppa, I'm sure we could sell a bow doing that. There is a niche for that, right? And it's like they don't care about your controversial takes because usually they own them too, you know? Like they're like, oh yeah, we're like a Southern Christian, we just want to sell you bows. You know what I mean? Dang, fishing. That would be real cool. Trust the process. Yeah, trust the process. But like, you know, fishing is Lord Peppa, completely manageable. I have a buddy who's like trying to start streaming at the stream, is what he calls it, and I love that. But yeah, just imagine doing like I don't know, we go out there, just do a whole day fishing in the forest area. We have a lot around here, man. We got a lot around here. But if I help him, you know, set up GoPros and all that stuff, there's probably a chance that like I will show up as just Lord Peppa and like, you know, they're stream for 3-4 hours at the range or at the fishing spot, you know. So there is like content potential there. And you know, it's obviously kind of cringe. Like I get that. I think like the Lord Peppa character is cringe, and I understand that. I'm a fan of it though. I vibe off of it pretty well. As long as like, you know, my buddy who's like doing this type of content too would like want to stream with Lord Peppa at me in character, because I'm not like the same person in character. But as long as he would want to like or allow that, like it's 100% like on the table. And even if he doesn't want to, I can go out there alone or whatever, just set up cameras. But it's all doable. So like, there's just a lot of potential in that way. And if we get into the outdoor scene, we start picking up sponsorships for like a Red Bull or something like that. They pay for cameras, they pay for lighting. Then I don't really have to do it all out of pocket like I already do now. But even though I kind of have everything now, but it's just like, I don't know. It'd be cool to get a sponsorship, because then I think we could just get more reach. And then more controversial takes. And then they'll drop us for something else, and I'll just be like, dang, lost it in the blink of an eye. Ultimate, I'm probably going to head out, man. It's that 2-hour mark, about all I got. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing what we do. We'll play Into the Pit tomorrow. We'll finish that, because I think it's about 3.5 or 4 hours. I also just saw a little Red walk in, so I'm probably going to go check on her, see how she's feeling. But yeah, like a whole day of fishing. I'm up for that. Like that's 100% been on the table for a long time. I think it's just a matter of doing it for me, where I'm like, how much do I really want to be like in a Lord Peppa costume all day? You know, where I can't just like enjoy fishing. But you know, we catch some fish, we get some content that way. It would be great. It'd be fantastic. And then, yeah, I think you're right. I think we need to do, maybe if I pre-record gaming content and then we just yap over it, that might even be better. No, I'm kidding. If I pre-record gaming content and kind of stack videos, put them in playlists and stuff, trying to think of the game that we did, Rise, Son of Rome. Take examples from that. We did that entirely pre-recorded, launched it as premieres, people were in chat thinking that I was live, so that was kind of funny. Because I had like kind of talked to like fake chat for that game, but I think that's maybe how we do it. I think we like play Mafia maybe like that. Maybe come back with a Mafia game, and then I think we play Fallout longer than an hour. But we beat the game today, so like honestly, this might not even be. This might kind of like a wash stream. At the end of the day. But anyway, chat. Ugh. Should we go to the back alley and get back into the theater? Clear it out? Maybe? What a stream. What a day. What a day. The Yap session is over, ladies and gents. Moose Now, thank you so much for joining the main character club. And Ultimate, thank you so much for keeping me entertained. Oh, you're back now. Okay. I might be heading out. I'm gonna go check on the girl real quick. But, like I said, shout out Moose Now, Crustaceanable. I forgot he was in chat earlier. And then we also had a first-time chatter over on Twitch. So, just good to see. Love it. But yeah. Full day Yap sesh over. We'll probably do Into the Pit tomorrow, and then I think we'll probably end Fallout 3. Maybe we do New Vegas next week. That's kind of where I'm leaning now. That you had mentioned it, Ultimate. Because yeah, Fallout shouldn't be over, and I did way too many stream scenes to not play this game longer. So that said, let's go to the break. Well, you guys are all taking a break down here. I'm working. Yeah, get back up to the factory. I'm leaving for the day, so don't get mad at me. Ladies and gents, lasses and lads, thank you so much for tuning in to Lord Peppa Gaming. Go ahead, hit a lick. Play some pool, you know? Get back in there. And you guys are going to go back up to the factory floor. I'm going to send the camera people home. And we're going to go into the back alley to do that. Yep, Fred, you can leave. Well, I mean, I gotta stay. I'm leaving too, but don't tell the others that. Don't tell the people inside the factory that. No, not at all. Lord Peppa Gaming, go ahead and click that subscribe button, click that notification bell down below. We're gonna go ahead and clear out the theater. I want everybody gone, everybody out of here. If you're watching on the big screen at home, leave, please. Be done. Because I'm gonna be done.